Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, I've renamed my YouTube channel name to the Salmonators Horse Racing, so I thought I'd start and go back and review every race from Caulfield plus the Everest and what caught my eye over the day of racing for today. So we're going to pick up every race from about the 800 metres. Let's get straight on with it. Race 1 was a benchmark 80 over the 1700 metres. As you can see, Power Scheme was the winner and I had it as my tip. This race was fastly run during the early stages. All Hard would end up finish second at 50-1 because it got some cheap splits down the side. For a minute there, Power Scheme got shuffled back in the field and didn't look like it was any chance when it was under hard riding, but Mark Zara ducked back to the inside and it would just prove too strong for them. At the class edge, of course, with that canine form, and All Hard Wood stuck on very bravely. If he had have gone slower in the early stages, he probably would have held on. But Mark Zara ended up getting a lot of winners on the day, and Power Scheme was one of them. So Power Scheme ended up winning that race, just like Mum ran third. Race 2 was the 3-year-old filly set weights plus penalties over the 1400 metres. The winner was Incredulous Dream. Now, Scream Dream was my tip. It was 3 wide, no cover, and dropped out, so I'm not worried about that. Rain Beetle was the odds-on favourite, and look, it was just a moderately run race, moderate to slow run race, and the 2 leaders finished in the top 3, so that's probably a reason, and box seating Incredulous Dream was the one that finished first. So I can't see many surprises. I was expecting Rainbeal to hold on, but Incredulous Dream was just underestimated by the market and ended up getting the job done. The inside chopped out later in the day, so you need to be on the inside of this part of the day. And Incredulous Dream just came over the top of them, too good for them. Scream Dream, nowhere to be seen. Race 3 was the listed Gothic Stakes over the 1400 metres. My tip was a Samu. Ran second. I was questioning Damien Lane early stages because a Samu is a query of running out a strong 1400 metres. I was wondering why I was going so quick, and then he slowed it up in the mid sections and ran really well when everyone was sacking it. In Danger was the winner though. From gate 2, had the perfect run and was just too good in the finish. Just a Tribute was being backed by everyone on racing.com and that was nowhere to be seen. The third place getter, So Let's Toast, was an enormous run and it was probably the run of the race. But I thought Asamu might have held on at this moment, but In Danger just got over the top of it. Asamu was peaking late because it can't run out a strong 1400 metres. So In Danger ended up getting the chockies there. Race 4 was the Ned's Classic over the 2,000 metres. My tip was Let's Crack a Deal. Now, this race was slow, as you can see up the top, 14.06 for a 2,000 metre race. That is really slow. So it suited Let's Crack a Deal, who was on speed. The winner, Alvarado, got a nice card into the race, and I can tell why it won. Let's Crack a Deal was brave. I thought about here with Let's Crack a Deal. When the Moroni horse shifted in on it, I thought it was gone, to be honest. But it kept fighting, and Alvarado fought harder. Redwood Shadow and Hit the Shot were coming. But this race was slow. I'm not sure if the Derby winner is going to come out of this race. We'll have to wait till the Derby, because Thought of That came out and performed terribly in the Derby. Couldn't run out a strong 2,500 metres on the soft track, but that was the Ned's Classic. This is the Ethereal over the 2,000 metres, the Phillies one. My tip was 16 deed race 3 wide without cover, and I can tell why it dropped out. The winner was Chica Fuerte. Now, this race wasn't fast either. In fact, it was pretty slow. And Chica Fuerte up top got all the favours, and 16 indeed was making a wide run around them. I thought it could stick on, but it just pulled out way too wide on the track. Starrell was nowhere to be seen. Not sure what's happened with it. Salto Angel was a good run going back to the inside. Star of Eden actually stuck on pretty well, considering the slow tempo. But Chica Fuerte on the inside just was too strong. Chica Fuerte's not going to the Oaks, the Freedman said after the race. So I don't think any horses in the Oaks that come through this race are any threat, but that's just my opinion. Now, this race, Fatus was my tip, and it ended up running second. This was a fast run race early, and California Zimble got into the perfect spot where it wanted to be outside the leader. Fatus was ridden a bit closer by Craig Williams. That's what Craig Williams does, just rides it a pair closer. And it didn't really look a threat to California Zimble. It would have run over the top another 100 metres. But California Zimble was too strong. Prophet's Thumb was sneaking through the field. But California Zimble was just too strong. One start at Caulfield for one win, beating Loving Gabby by 2 lengths. Fatous was out and chasing, but it was all too late. California Zimble ran away with the chocolates, and I've only had one winner so far, so hoping we can get some more. Okay, so this was the Caulfield Sprint, and my tip was Alpha Oro. Went pretty quick up front, got pressured by Jungle Edge and Fabergino, and I thought it stuck on okay for a horse at its grade. Second up in a Group 2 is always hard for a horse that came off a benchmark 84 first up. And Graf was well prepared by the Danny O'Brien team, and off that fast speed, was a bit run off its legs early, but it had a full of dash in it, and it proved too strong. Garner was a bit disappointing in my opinion. I thought Alpha Oro might have just kicked and hung on, but Graf came down the outside, and Alpha Oro nearly even beat Fabergino, so Alpha Oro was pretty close, but Graf was the winner. Race 8. I don't want to go through this again. Best of Days was my tip, and it ran absolutely shocking. I'm not sure what to make of it. I haven't seen the stewards report yet. I don't know if there's an issue, but the winner was Wild Planet, and you can see it just tries to edge off the fence here. The fence is chopping out, just trying to edge off. 50 Stars was a good run, coming around the outside. And the Inevitable was pretty disappointing. Surely someone's going to miss there. But Wild Planet got to the outside, ran on very strongly. Windstorm was the hot favourite. Came down the outside, but was just too far back. Morrissey was a really good effort. It was the favourite for the Kilmore Cup tomorrow, but ran in this day, and it was really strong. Race 9 was the Caulfield Cup. Now, Verry Elleegant, it says my tip. Now, if you watch my Caulfield Cup Day preview, I said Mirage Dancer, but in my Caulfield Cup runner by runner preview, I said if it was at least a soft 6, I was with Verry Elleegant. And it was a soft 6, so I went with Verry Elleegant. And coming around the home turn, it was under hard riding. I thought it might have been lucky to finish in the top 4. Because Master of Wine's just cruising here. Buckhurst Finch was really wide and was gallant once again. Buckhurst was in there as well. Prince of Aaron's run was enormous, and Anthony Van Dyke's run was even more enormous. Coming from the back was a long way back with 58.5 kilos. That was an enormous run. If Anthony Van Dyke had have drawn a more inside gate and on a firmer surface, it would have easily drawn away. And the Chosen One. What a run from the Chosen One at 80-1. A lot of good runs in the Caulfield Cup. We'll watch it many more times. And then race 10 to finish was the Tristark Stakes, and Pretty Brazen was my tip. And you can just see, look at the times. This was a really slowly run 1400 metre race, and Felicia had the best sprint on it. That's what I thought at this moment. Pretty Brazen, I thought, didn't have the best sprint on it, and Madame Rouge ended up winning, and I can understand why. It's been in some 1200 metre races before, and I had it last start, didn't win, and it wins now, because that's always what happens to me. Pretty Brazen comes around the outside, and I thought because it had the class, it could just run over the top of them, but didn't, and the winner was Madame Rouge ducking back to the inside. Felicia, I thought should have held on, and She Shall Fly was coming down the outside as a threat to the winner, Madame Rouge. But that's the wrap for Caulfield, and we're going to take a look at the Group 1. Not a Group 1, it's the Everest. The winner was Classique Legend. Now, my tip was Nature Strip. Third up, I thought was ready to go, and look, it was a fast pace, and I thought it should have probably held on for at least top 4. But Classique Legend came down the outside off that fast pace. A Bivouac, Glenn Boss was very bullish about his chances during the week, ended up running a gallant second, and Geetra just pushing off the fence, didn't have the most ideal run and finished in third. But Classique Legend storming out of the pack was just too good for Nature Strip, who died on its run late. So Classique Legend's got the chockies, and it's good for Lesbridge and all the connections. That was a wrap from some of the big races today, but before we go, there's one more thing. What caught my eye? Now I'm going back to race 8 at Doomben. Now, of course, Collingwood lost last week to Geelong by about 11 goals, and this basically capped off their season. Have a look at this. Here we've got a nice little race at Doomben, and then boom! And down it goes like a sack of spuds. It's dead, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see if it was dead or alive, but for the viewers' sake, no one was hurt in the making of this. It hit the helmet of the winning jockey. So, yes, that's what caught my eye. But this was a racing review from today. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a good day.